Hey, everybody, and welcome. Today, I want to talk about something that may seem a little unusual at first, but BTS, Badminton, and the Brain. These three things, I'm putting those together because to me, they all reveal the same deeper truth about mastery. When people watch great performance, they all often look at the final expression and call it, talent. They say, wow, that person is gifted. Wow, that person is so good. Look at how effortless it all looks. But what I see is something deeper. I see um, it's repetition, it's refinement, it's that nervous systems training. We call that muscle memory. I see the timing, there's corrections, there's the rhythm and recalibration. And I think this matters because in personal growth, in business and performance, and in life, people often think the answer is to just learn more, push more, try harder with more effort. But sometimes the real missing piece is not about more effort. Sometimes the missing piece, it's recalibration. That is what brings me to BTS. These are the Korean seven-member boy band that has taken the world by storm. It started over 10 years ago. And what brings me to BTS is when I watch them, I do not just see choreography or just music. When I watch them, I think about the message, the energy, the precision, the dedication, the patterning, the repetition that they must have gone through, putting all that effort into that perfection of the moves, the singing, the choreography, the presentation, everything that is about that. It's not just what they do, but the level of their dedication behind how they actually put it all together. They make it look effortless, and that effortless quality is usually built on thousands of hours, thousands of practices and adjustments, corrections, discussions, recoveries, refinements. And it's not a one and done deal. It's not that I learned it once and therefore I have mastered it. It is continuously improving and getting to that level of perfection. It is, that to me is mastery. Same thing as badminton, because in badminton, I play that. That's why I got into the quantum side of things myself, because I had an injury and I wanted to continue to play badminton. And I had people telling me that there were people with knee injuries and they had surgery and it just didn't work out. So some could barely walk. And I decided I would look for the natural way of healing energetically through quantum methodologies. And to me, with badminton, they look at badminton, they think, it's just a swing and it's it's quite strenuous. You have to be agile and so forth. There's a fitness, there's a technique, but it's so much more than that. It is timing, it's perception. Where's the bird going? How is it coming at me? Where's my partner? Where are the opponents? It's rhythm, it's awareness of everything around you. It's trust in the other, your partner, it's in yourself, it's anticipation, it's a split second response. And what fascinates me is in those moments, the body, the brain are all working together so quickly, there's no time for overthinking. There's no time sometimes to even think of where you're going. You're just going. And why I can say that is because I played in the World Masters and got in the zone, and and what comes first? The thinking, the movements, the getting into the flow, and I think it all works together beautifully. Badminton teaches you very quickly that knowing what to do is not the same as being able to do it under pressure. You may understand a shot intellectually, be shown it, the right form, the right moves, the right footwork, the right swing, the right shot, the way to take the shot, the way to hold the racket even. You may do it beautifully in practice, but when can you access it when the shuttle is coming at you fast, when the score matters, when you're off balance, when you're tired, when your emotions are involved? There's a mindset part to badminton, even psychologically. Who are you playing against? Who are you playing with? What's a court like? the lighting. It's all at a different level, and that's where training becomes embodiment. That is where the brain matters. That is where why the brain, we're always learning. And the question is, what is learning from? Is learning from conscious repetition? Is it learning from presence? Is it learning from refined, from the feedback you're getting from the coaching? Is it learning from stress, force, just pushing? Is it panic? Is it overdrive? Because repetition alone isn't enough. You can repeat the wrong thing, you can reinforce getting that anxiety and frustration, working from frustration. You can, override your own system and wonder why you're not winning, why you're not getting the results you want. For me, the brain is not just about this abstract mass in our head sitting in the background. It's part of a living system. It's part of learning how to get it optimized, working in the best possible way. And so many of us, so many times we miss the deeper point, which is we can go after the shuttle with the anxiety, the panic, the rush, but what really works on the court and even in business and in performances when you're moving to music and using the music as triggers, because the music can help your muscle memory to come back fast because you just go in the flow of the music. You know what comes with that next sound, the beat, the next phrase in the music. And this is where mastery comes from. It's getting into that zone. We talk about getting in the zone. What is that zone? Is it just coming from doing more or getting the adrenaline going? And I think no, it's where you can tap into that space of the feel good space of just being perfectly centered, balanced, where you're in this space of flow. And the way to do that is not to be working from anxiety and panic, it's to be in that state of feeling good. And I think mastery is being able to get into that state of just being present, being in this now space. That is a true thing about sport, is where we reset, you just um get your breath moving and just get yourself into that absolute quiet space. It's true in sport, it's true in performance, and that is actually absolutely true in life as well. A difficult conversation can throw you off, can it not? An argument or something someone said that just didn't, you know, touch you right. It could be a disappointment. It could be an unexpected situation that just puts you into a state of anxiety or grips you at the very core. It could be physical pain, an accident like I had with my ski accident that throws you off and where you can't do what you used to be able to do in the same way you could do it. It could be fatigue, just weariness, doubts. It could be doubts where you're just all of a sudden you're in this funk about what am I doing here? Or why do I think I can do it? I'm not good enough. All these moments can help to get you off your track, and you find yourself on this downward spiral, going down thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I need to get hold of myself? Why am I back here again? It could be, why am I feeling this again? Why can't I just stay in the good space where I'm feeling good, where I know I just know I can nail it? But maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe the question is, how quickly can I recognize that I'm off? How quickly can I really be in that space of being totally self-aware so you can stop yourself from starting down this downward spiral and then return to that centered, grounded, I know I can do this. But what's next? What do I need to focus on? And getting yourself there. Because in my experience, the high performers are not the people who have never got thrown off their track. It's those people who can have something come at them and just get pull themselves back together in the fastest way and yet moving again forward because They often know how to recalibrate the fastest. They know how to notice. They know how to reset. They know how to return to center. They know how to reorganize what's around them themselves and just keep moving. That is a different kind of power because it's not moving with the anxiety and the panic. It's moving with purpose. It's moving with intention. It's moving, just taking control and doing what you have to do. That is one of the reasons I talk so much about sparkle, because sparkle for me, it's not just a cute word or one-time inspiration or a one-time thing that I do. Sparkle is a living process. It's a cycle. It's a way of moving through life more consciously, through the day more consciously. It's slow and sense. It's perceiving with clarity. It's aligning with rhythm. It's recalibrating, keeping what works, leading yourselves, and expanding and expressing at your very best positive place of being you. And what I love about Sparkle is that it applies everywhere. This SPARKLE 7-step framework, my proprietary way that leads to the Sparkle Chi, which is the Sparkle way of recalibrating yourself and your life. In Sparkle, it applies to dance, it applies to sport, it applies to business, it applies to leadership. It applies to your healing. It applies to how you move through pressure and situations and how you recover when something takes you off center. It can be used at the big picture, macro level stage of where do I want to go in life? What do I want to accomplish? And you can drill down and go to the micro level, which is the very details of, okay, this is how I'm feeling right now. How do I want to reset? I need to just focus on how I'm feeling. I need to just think of what it is that why am I feeling this way and what I can do to get centered again, aligned, back to ground and feeling what it is I want to be feeling in this moment, doing what I have to do to get myself back there, keeping what's working in this particular moment, and then deciding to just move forward and then starting to do what I have to do again. So when I think about BTS, badminton, and the brain, I don't see three random topics. I see one thing, one truth expressed in three different ways. I see what looks like talent is often trained coherence or synchronization. I see what looks like effortless is often built on repeated recalibration, and that recalibration can be developing muscle memory, as I did for my serve in badminton, um, where I can serve wherever I want to go on the court without looking, without um, actually looking in the direction, or I just need to calibrate my muscles, and there we go. I see that as often human beings, me being more powerful than we sometimes realize, because we have that ability to adjust and recalibrate very quickly if we know what it is we need to be adjusting, if we are aware of what it is we need to be adjusting. We are trainable, we are adaptable, we are responsive, we can become more aware, we can become more regulated or disciplined into what it is how it is we want to show up. And we can become more refined and just take that higher road, but not by forcing, more by listening, noticing, practicing, adjusting, and rinsing and repeating. So maybe the next level for you is not just doing more. Maybe it is learning how to come back to yourself faster, to where you want to be. Maybe it's recognizing when you are in a new cycle instead of judging yourself for not being there yet, to understanding that growth is not linear. Mastery is not a one and done thing. It's where we just realize we're not perfect. We just take the next step make a change, notice, take another, just keep on doing it until we get to the level that we want to be at. The the best performers I find, whether on stage or on court, in business or in life, are not the ones with the most talent necessarily. They're the ones who have put in the effort. They have taken the time, they've dedicated themselves to perfecting whatever it is they want to be work, be excellent at. And it's knowing how to recalibrate. And the recalibrate could be the moves and the expertise you're building, but using it more in the way I use it, it's in that frequency, it's in that recalibrating of yourself, of how you're showing up, of how you're feeling, of how you're able to express yourself, of how you're able to bring things into your life, into your world, of how you're able to create from you being the most powerful you. And that is what I want to leave with you today. Whether you're thinking about performances, healing, business, leadership, sport, or your own next level of expression, asking yourself, how do I recalibrate? How quickly can I return, or do I return to center where I'm feeling balanced and in control of me and feeling, like things are in flow, or am I just feeling miserable, weary right now? Maybe that's a signal, feedback to you that it's time to slow down, perceive, align, recalibrate, keep what's working and discard the rest. Lead yourself by doing what it is that is working for you and expanding and expressing and going after more of what it is that you want. So, what if the breakthrough is not in more force, but in a better reset? Because you see, mastery is not built by effort alone, it's built by being present and really embodying what it is, who it is you want to be. Until the next time, check in. The replays are all on the channel at the Sparkle Experience Show on YouTube. And thank you for listening. I hope this gives you something meaningful to reflect on in your own life, your own rhythm, and your own next level. It's Michelle Holang signing off. Bye.